rightful place these two schools have for each other in their hearts. From Jake Browning's point or Kenny Wheaton running back to score, this game has had plenty of moments, and maybe we'll get another classic in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see, the number 8 team in the country, the Washington Huskies, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. Coming out with it, it's Worthy. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Guys, it's almost impossible to overstate the importance of this game. The result might well be the cut line between really good bowl and the playoffs.
It's a really good point, Reese, because at this point of the season late, this is a resume builder, and this might be the win that you need to improve your status and impress the committee so that they put you in the college football playoff.
Yeah, in these top 10 games, they get more attention. More people are there, more people are covering, more people are talking about it, more people are spreading it. So, obviously, to do it on this stage will go a long way to determine whether this team gets in the playoff.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Hill. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Dropping back, it's McMillan. Using his feet to buy time. And he just chucks it into the 4th row. For decades, Washington dominated this rivalry. Then 1994, and the pick by Kenny Wheaton took it to the house. And since that moment, this rivalry has been on.
It's been so much fun to watch. For years, it had conference championship implications. We've seen Heisman Trophy implications in this one. More recently, college football playoff implications as well. Always fun when these two teams get together.
And it doesn't matter what conference they're in. We're always watching this matchup. All eyes are on this match. They don't like each other. A lot of animosity. The coaches don't like each other. The players don't like each other. This is going to be a great ball game.
Got his man quickly.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The House of Loud is deafening on this 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Yeah, and I think 3rd and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football. Now you got a 4th down situation.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The Huskies have it with a 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Huskies look to keep this drive humming. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
He'll bring it out. It's Worthy. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that name? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of them.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
To the air on 2nd down. Got his man. Gets away from one, finds some space. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
On 1st and 10 from the 38. Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Got his man on the right. At the 20, he's got space. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And the Ducks, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Quick release on the RPO. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
The Ducks line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, nothing like turkey and stuffing and the Egg Bowl on your Thanksgiving holiday. Ole Miss and Mississippi State. Mississippi State endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Stark Vegas, and the Bulldogs came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is a W. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the ground with the back. There he goes. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Ford. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here and lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
It's been a tale of two drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow. Allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up one first down, but really nice job there on that third down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
Touchdown, Oregon! Stealing a score on special teams. The return man takes it to the end zone himself, and now he'll give his team the lead.
And your defense made a big stop. You think you're getting the offense, the football back, but how about special teams coming through in a big way to take the lead for you? Get some excitement, get some juice back on your side.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Smith. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. To the air. It's McMillan. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
It's hard enough to get this guy on the ground once. That's his 2nd sack of the day. Nice job getting in the backfield, not getting deceived by this guy's speed, because we've seen this QB, man. He can make people miss. Nice job getting him on the ground for the 2nd time today.
That's caught. It's Washington. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Washington sends out the punt team. Remember, they took the last punt back for a touchdown. He'll field the punt and take it back. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Looking downfield on 1st down. He lost one down the sideline. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The give on the option. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Ducks will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up for 5 to the 23.
I think a trait of a running back that you really look for is a guy that can bust tackles. Man, a guy that can make something out of nothing when it's not there. And just a really good job breaking the tackle, continuing to keep the play alive, and never quit.
They'll move the tight end. The give to the back. Gets it past the marker. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. The Huskies love these backs that can churn up yardage like a Corey Dillon and Napoleon Kaufman used to do.
Yeah, just guys that you can depend on, guys you can hand it to and know you're going to get really, really good production. Then what does that do? It opens up the whole offense, gets everybody jacked up in the Pacific Northwest.
To the air, it's McMillan. Pocket breaking down. Pulls it in, it's Harris. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. How about the big tight end keeping his concentration? And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Wants to throw on first down. Going for it all. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. The punt is headed out of bounds, and they couldn't be happier about that, given the danger of that return guy. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And he picks up a 1st down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. Now from their own 20-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Runs through a tackle. Good blocking up front. Great job following it. He's got 6 to the 18.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. And the Ducks are on the move. Off the RPO, complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Going to swing it on second down. Looking for a huge play. Makes the catch.
Well, the offense is finding success throwing this guy's way. He just had a massive, massive play, his longest catch of the game. And I think if you're on offense, you got to keep looking this guy's way. He's now starting to prove that he's eating his guy alive in coverage, and he needs more touches.
The Ducks are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that is the perfect way to cap off this drive. This thing started way back on their 2-yard line, and they methodically marched it down the field. You saw a little bit of everything on this drive, so at the very end, you pay it off. Really nice job running down in the red zone for the score.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Washington. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Under fire. Oh, and the ball is wiggled free near the rope. That's going to be a safety. The offense is back on top of it. This is bad, but it could have been worse.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Wants to bring it back. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Green. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to pick it up on the ground.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
And the Ducks will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. from the gun. The running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs and hopefully move the football.
And here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Washington. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Wisconsin has the lead right now. Feels like Bucky's been doing his share of push-ups, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by a field goal over Minnesota. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Little over anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. He's looking to throw. Good timing on the quick out. Out across the 20, they'll mark him out of bounds right at the 21-yard line.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
They're dealing with a second and long. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Gets the back moving. Second down, he'll throw it. Looking downfield. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Fires on the move. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's picked off right at the goal line. Looking for more room. Takes it back to the 26-yard line as they come up with a big interception there.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Here's the pressure. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Woof. That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Firing to the right, complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Ducks line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the 1st down.
And on that out route 3rd down, guys, you just want to see a little bit better execution. You want to see more depth on the route. You want to see a little bit more of an accurate throw so he doesn't have to come back and fight for it, so that we can pick up the 1st down a lot easier. A little bit better by the quarterback and receiver, and as a result, they do get the catch, but it sets up 4th and short.
The Ducks will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. Smith takes the handoff. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? The hurry-up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Corners are going to bail. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Snagged in the middle. It's Harris. They'll pick up the 1st down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Washington coming to the line with another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Rush is on him. They get to him as he throws.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Looking downfield, and time is running short. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the 1st half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Ducks will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if any of you are this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Wants to fire on second down. Complete to the right. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Really nice looking pass there. You think about all the great Washington quarterbacks, right? Warren Moon, the Heward brothers, Mark Brunell, Jake Browning. The greatest quarterback name in college football history, Sonny Six Killer. That guy was throwing seeds at the University of Washington. This dude right here putting on his best Sonny Six Killer impersonation.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, they're after him. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. Offense getting set for first down. The give is to Smith. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires one high and deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Oh, they're after him. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Ducks keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up top.
There's so many things to look at. You know, they've always traditionally gone fast as well in the past at Oregon, but, you know, the quarterback run and the run up the middle and then play action pass, they keep you guessing a lot, and they make a lot of plays down the field because your eyes are focused.
Oh, he's got some space. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
The Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. From the gun, running back on the move. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Finds the tight end. Across the 25. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
It's a nice play call there. You've got two-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Here's a heat. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. The give to the tailback. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Fires to the tight end. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10. And you go to old Mr. Reliable in the red zone, and you still have a chance to turn this into 6 instead of 3.
And third down, great job by this offense. Move the chains, give yourself another fresh set of downs, but find the big targets in the red zone. Those guys make life easy on a quarterback.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Touchdown, Oregon! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
He'll bring it out. It's Washington. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. They'll start this drive going to the air. They're working that left side. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, nice job there by the defender in coverage one-on-one with the running back out in the flat. As soon as he caught the ball, he went down. Gain of no yards.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to adjust the pattern. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves them with 3rd and 3.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Ducks really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's going to let it go. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And the Ducks line up to punt it away. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. They'll go to the ground. Still on his feet at the 25. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. And the Huskies just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Grab behind the line. It's Harris. At the 35, he's got room. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. The Huskies come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking for room. It's Washington. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Going for 6. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven, if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Makes the grab. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too and got to hold on to that thing.
The Ducks come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Pulls it in.
All right, they get the completion. Don't get the first down. So we've got a massive decision now, 4th and inches. Personally, I like QB sneak. I think that picks it up right here. No matter where you are in the field, you can keep this drive going.
They kick it away on 4th down. And it'll come to rest just inside the 50-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. And, boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play And you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. Turning it on. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get to third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Handoff from the gun. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Washington wants to go quickly. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Fires into the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
The defense did a really nice job on that play, closing in on the intended target. They had two guys near that ball.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. He's got it. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Caught behind the line. It's 4. Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house it, but the defense tackles him at the 3.
Well, the head coach is looking real smart after gambling for it there on 4th and short in field goal range, but he trusts his quarterback to go to the right place with the football. Huge play now setting up 1st and goal.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Huskies. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Griffin. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. And these guys come out feeling some game pressure. Things have tightened up, and they punted it last time they had it. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
This defense has them them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Fires to the big fella. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football, though.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Sends it downfield. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Ducks! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They put up another score here in the 4th, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone.
Will take over 1st and 10.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There will be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to pass. It's Griffin. They reached into the bag of tricks on 3rd down, and it did not work.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Washington sends out the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Past the first down marker and still running. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left. But, man, that clock is ticking. And they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. On the move, it's Hill. Got enough for the first. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. And the Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10.
Easy.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the running back. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. So Oregon gets the victory in its blood feud against Washington, and you best believe this one is going to stick with the men in purple for quite a while. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. it.